Hey there, boys and girls. I'm Dicebag, creator of the upcoming expandable card game called Domain. And if you want to learn more about that, you can check the links in the description. But today we're opening some Ravnica packs and we're gonna critique these cards and basically the gist of modern Magic design. And we'll see why I'm creating my own version, basically. Now, I just came off of designing some more cards from Domain, so I should be in a good headspace to actually critique these things today. So what we got here, we got a 6 mana, 3/4. When it enters the battlefield, you gain 4 life. It's your basic standard stuff. It has Convoke, so the 6 mana is not such a big deal. Let's see, what would be a good cost for this? They don't like to print good cards at common anymore, so it's hard to say. Let's see, we got a ceiling of 6 and a floor of 2. It just seems like this guy's not worth much. You have to tap like 3 guys to really get a good deal on the mana cost for this. Oh boy, look at that. It's a generic crab. It's not a giant crab, it's just a really big crab. What do we call wish coin crab? That's what we're calling this one. 4 mana, 2/5, vanilla. Not even French vanilla. It's a limited filler. What can you say about this? It's not pushed. It's not good. But you can put it in a limited deck after you decided on something for your deck strategy and you need more cards to fill it in. That's basically its only purpose. Sure Strike. 2 mana instant. Target creature gets +3/+0 and gains first strike. I think that's a reprint. Again, combat tricks. Not too good in like constructed play. Usually these are, again, more filler for limited, which is pretty much the only point of having common cards in modern Magic. That's something that really peeves me off because back in my day, which wasn't that long ago, they printed some pretty good cards at common. Now it seems like they never do that. Everything in common is made to be thrown out and line the trash can at your local game store after you've finished a draft. Next up, Pax Favor, 3 mana, Convoke. Target creature gets +3/+3 until end of turn. Oh yeah, Convoke does let you reduce it by colored mana. Okay, so I was thinking, why is this just really bad giant growth? Okay, that makes it a little better, but still, Oh, I messed up my orientation here. Okay, we're back. Technical difficulties. Okay. Yeah, it's a giant growth that you have to jump through hoops through. You can get it for free if you tap 3 creatures, but why? Why? If you got that many creatures, you can probably block with them too, or they're already tapped because you're attacking. I don't get the point of it. Child of Night, a standard vampire, 2/1, 2 mana, lifelink. It's about as good as you're gonna get in a common card these days. It used to be kind of subpar, but you know, played in limited again. Ooh, what is this? Haven't seen this guy yet. 4 mana, 2/2. But we got Undergrowth. This one, I don't remember what it does off the top of my head. Let's see. See, it enters the battlefield with a number of +1/+1 counters equal to the number of creature cards in your graveyard. Oh yeah. Okay, so He's a Lord of Extinction style Mortogorf kind of card. This is something I noticed that was actually kind of clever they did in this this set, is that they have 5 guilds, and actually 3 out of the 5 mechanics they use are kind of graveyard themed. So that's some clever synergy between the guilds that they pulled. I'll give them props for that. It says you got Undergrowth with counts creature cards in graveyards. Then you've got Jumpstart, which is basically bad flashback, and both of those can be fueled by the Dimir mechanic, which is Surveil, which is basically Scry, but you can throw it in your graveyard instead of putting it on the bottom of your deck. So that's a little bit of fun you can have with like a 3 or 4 colored deck. 4 colors is a little overkill though, but whatever. It's a neat interplay between mechanics. It almost makes up for how boring the mechanics are to begin with. But next one, let's see. 2 mana, 2/1. As long as it's your turn, fresh face recruit has first strike. It's I don't see why they didn't get just give it first strike all the time. I mean, 2/1 for 2 isn't exciting, even with if it's 2 colors with hybrid mana. I don't know. I mean, what is it? What can I say? It's a common. We don't get good cards at common anymore. Finnick Vapors. This is another one I talked about in another video. It's too slow. It does 2 things that don't really complement each other. It's either bad shrivel or bad. What is that other card? I forgot it already. It's the same thing as shrivel, except it's -2/-2, and it costs 1 black mana extra. It's an in-between between those. Neither of those are like super great, but they're on par. This one's below. I don't like it. Blade Instructor. Let's see. Again, all the warriors and the soldiers are women all the time, because we know the women. They're always doing the warfare. Geez. Anyways, it's 3/1 for 3 with Mentor. Mentor's a really boring mechanic. It's just the generic, when can we restrict or trigger putting +1/+1 counters on a thing in order to make it seem like it's deep. If this was 2 mana, then we'd be talking. But no, we can't have that. Command the Storm. This looks like garbage already. Let's see. 5 mana, instant, deals 5 damage to target creature. Yup. It's bad red removal. We love to print bad red removal, don't we? Yeah, not good enough that red gets all of its direct damage nerfed to hell and back all the time. Can't have lightning bolt anymore. Can barely even have shock these days. But yeah, I don't get it. They're always complaining about how red doesn't have enough toys, but then they nerf everything that they have into the ground. Next, split cards. I hate split cards. These look so stupid and they're hard to read and they're annoying. What have we got? Integrity, which is nerfed giant growth. That's not bad considering it's a split card, I guess. Plus it's what do you call that? Hybrid mana. Intervention, 4 mana. Deals 3 damage. Okay, so it's a lightning helix. So we've got weaker giant growth, or not quite giant growth. Let's give it the benefit of the doubt. Not quite giant growth and bad lightning helix. But hey, they're on the same card. You can pick whichever bad spell you want. Yeah, wonderful. 4 mana, 3/3, Undercity Necrolisk. I don't know what a Necrolisk is. Let's see, what's it do? Sacrifice another creature, put a +1/+1 counter on it, and it gains menace until end of turn. Activate this ability only anytime you could cast a sorcery. Well, there went all the usefulness out of this card with the sorcery thing. What's the point of making it bigger if... Especially at the cost of a creature. If you have to sacrifice a creature, you'd think being able to do it at instant speed would be the least of your problems. That's a pretty big investment just for a plus... Okay, it gets a counter. Okay, I kind of read that in my mind as a... What am I thinking? +1/+1 till end of turn, but alright. I still don't like the sorcery timing speed. That's really annoying. It would have been a useful card if it weren't for that, I think. Thoughtbound Phantasm. I was thinking, 1 mana 2/2, that has potential. Oh wait, Defender. Let's see. Whenever you surveil, put a +1/+1 counter on Thoughtbound Phantasm. As long as it has 3 or more counters on it, it can attack as though it didn't have a Defender. I wish they'd kind of make up their minds on whether things can attack as if they didn't have Defender, or if they lose Defender. It seems like they bounce back and forth between the two. But, I don't know, it's really... If there was something a little more generalized than, like, requiring you to surveil all the time, then I think this would be a lot more useful. As it is, I think it's really narrow. How often are you going to surveil outside of like a dedicated Demir, what do they call that? Block constructed deck. Does anybody play that format anymore? Block constructed? I feel like they just go for draft or sealed if they want to play with just the cards of a certain block. I don't know. Ionize. Ooh, what is this? Oh yeah. It's rare cancel with a bonus. Yeah. I kind of hate this card. It should be an uncommon. This is the whole rarity creep deal I've been kind of whining and complaining about this whole time. Is this used to be a card that printed a lower rarity. It's not complicated. It's good. It's better than cancel, frankly, because cancel sucks. It's just a counter spell with a little bonus, and it's 2 colors. It's not that complicated. It's not that powerful. It's decent. It's playable in a constructed deck. Why is it rare? It's rare because they want to sell packs. That's why. They used to put cards like this at common all the time, common and uncommon. That's how it always was. They'd have your Doomblades, your Go for the Throat, your Mana Leaks, all that stuff. That stuff used to be regularly common. Nowadays, it's pretty much uncommon and up all the time, no matter what. Everything at common sucks. Everything at uncommon might be good, probably not. The rare stuff, that's where the actual good stuff is. They used to print this stuff at lower rarities because a lot of decks would use it. They didn't want to give, staple cards a huge cost on the secondary market by making them too rare. So cards that would fit into a lot of decks, like counterspells and removal, those would get lower rarities even if they were good. So here we are, Modern Magic, Rarity shifting everything way up and then printing, I don't know, junk like this to fill out the common bracket. That's one of my biggest gripes with this. Now, this is a long video anyways. I think I've critiqued enough the cards. We're not going to do a whole fixer-upper this time around. Oh, here's our fixer-upper. Make that common. Stop being greedy, Wizards of the Coast. What the hell? Alright. So, thanks for watching, guys. Hope you like what you heard. Don't forget to leave me some feedback and subscribe if you want to see more. Also, check out the videos on Domain that I've been doing. And thanks for watching. See you later.